the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Trevor Williams is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
So now here is John Birdie, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in winners of 2 straight, and they've been playing some good baseball as well.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
Swing and a liner. Hayward is there to put it away for route number 1. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
You know, they really need Starling Marte to get on the roll. Last 10 games have been a struggle. Not only is he having a hard time getting any base hits, he's struggling just to get on base. Less than a .250 on base percentage in his last 10, so any sign of life from this guy would be a welcome sight.
Starling Marte comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Comes into play here at 273. 5 homers and 32 driven in. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Striding in is Jorge Alfaro. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now here it comes. Hey. Here's the 0-1. Takes this the other way to right, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Sandy Alcantara gets the ball for Miami in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
And now here is Matt Duffy. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Cubs, the second baseman, Matt Duffy.
And now a pitch on the way. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
A little bit outside, 2-1. Into center field, line drive base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. 1-0 pitch on the way. 2-1. Duffy aboard here at first with nobody out. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Working for the punch out and the offering. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Chris Bryant will be next. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, but it's not in time, and they'll just get the 1.
Batting third, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
So now into the box is Chris Bryant. Lifetime versus this arm. He's 1 for 5. Now the first pitch.
Nope, outside.
One up count. Here it is. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. In time as he just gets the tag down.
They're showing they're not afraid to be aggressive on the base paths so far in this one. But we'll see if this caught stealing slows that down a bit. Managers never like to run into outs, so they might play it a little safer going forward.
2 out, nobody on. Now a swing as he foul tips it here, and right off his arm behind the plate. That hurts. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And that misses 2-2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. We are still scoreless. So stepping in is Adam Duvall, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Here's the first pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. And the Marlins have something cooking. It's a leadoff double.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning. And he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
Stepping in now, Brian Anderson. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Comes into this one at 271. 5 homers and 16 RBIs. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Well, Dero, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
And that's the pitch they wanted him to punch out on. A slider down around the knees. That's a good job of holding off on that swing.
The 1-2. High in the air down the right field line. On the move is Hayward. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. One and one now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Liner towards second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2. Next up is Jesus Sanchez, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the AB now. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. Comes set, the 0-1. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Baez is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Marlins leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And set to go is the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. First offering on its way. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. Hit back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Fouled off. He'll check in here at 277. 11 home runs, 39 driven in. Oh, and 1. Here it comes.
That's a great sinker right there. These batters are going to have to bear down, because if he's got that good pitch working, it's going to be a long game. They might have to sit off speed.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
And that brings up Javi Baez as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Here it comes, 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Happ, base runner at first with 1 out. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now the 2-1 pitch.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Bottom of the second here with no score. And strike 3 called on the outside corner. He's earned the right to live out there with the fastballs, as that's out number 2. That's back-to-back strikeouts now, as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 delivery.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike. Inside ball.
Ball 3, not close with the sinker that time.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
On a gift of a swing there, it's 3-2 now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Now into the box, Wilson Contreras. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. Cubs strand a couple. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Now at the plate here is Miguel Rojas. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. And now the first pitch.
Nope. Ball 1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
1-1 the count. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Hap is right there, 1 down.
Batting 9. The pitcher, number 22, Sandy Alcantara.
Next up, Sandy Alcantara. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Oh, that's out.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. And the pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And a reaching effort, but this ball gets by him as he does a half gainer to try to flag it down. He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Wow, it looked like he was carrying a piano around the bases on that one, but somehow he makes it all the way around to third for a triple. Give credit where credit is due. Nobody in the park, including me, thought he had that in him.
Into the box now, John Birdie, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Hey, 2 pitches at the knees right now, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to fight. I want to see a 2-strike approach. Maybe a little choke up, maybe a little fight up the middle the other way. Grind back into this count.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2.
Definitely a strikeout situation here with the runner on third, so that's smart. Trying to make him chase that slider out of the zone.
Here comes the 1-2. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. And they're going to strike first this afternoon as this is down for extra bases. And the run will score as the Marlins have claimed the early 1-0 advantage. And he is in at third base with an RBI triple.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on an RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit here.
Here's Starling Marte.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Rolled slowly down the first baseline. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Birdie stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Into the box, Jorge Alfaro. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Baez ranging to his right, throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. But they do get on the board in the inning on this run-scoring triple. Bottom of the third coming up. So in now for Chicago, Trevor Williams as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. First offering on its way.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
And it's fouled away. And not much of an effort there as he'll look at strike 3 called. And on 3 pitches, he's your first out of the inning.
The batter, number 5.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Matt Duffy, 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. And that misses. 2-1. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Duffy. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 1 out, nobody on. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2. So 2 are gone now in the Cubs' half of the 3rd, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. Now the first pitch. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. Chris Bryant would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Fouled away.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And the throw to first ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. It remains 1-0. Now at the plate, Adam Duvall as we begin the top of the 4th.
The right fielder, number 14, Adam Duvall.
First offering.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
The windup and the 0-1. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
1 ball.
Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
On a good curveball, gets him swinging for out number 1. So 1 out and nobody aboard. And that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. Now the first pitch.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Anderson has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins. Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his front shoulder tucked, the hip tucked, was able to stay inside that slider and drive it the other way.
Standing in now, Garrett Cooper, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Anderson, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Pitch is popped up. Rizzo over to his right. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
Next to stand in is Jesus Sanchez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Has a look, now the pitch.
Outside, that's a ball.
One run, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins.
That's ball
And he
2.
lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's
2 balls,
2-0.
no strike.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Came inside with the off-speed stuff, and it catches the corner. Smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Miami, but they're up 1-0. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Chris Bryant.
The third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Infield in the overshift here, now the pitch.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And he fouls this one off. A ball and 2 strikes now. Now the pitch. Changeup, called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 an inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1. Struck out in his first at-bat. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Swing and a little tapper. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So a pitching clinic there as he sets him down in order, all via the punch out. More of the show, Saturday Baseball. At the plate now is Miguel Rojas. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on the way.
That's a ball.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Here comes the 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
So now to the plate, Sandy Alcantara. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at-bat. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1. The 1-1.
Nope, upstairs.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Hey!
1 out, nobody on. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hayward giving chase, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
The batter, the second baseman, John Birdie.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go John Birdie. Tripled homer run last time through, so we'll see what he's got in store here. First pitch of the AB on its way. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Miami down in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Here's Javier Baez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, if they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Here's the first pitch to him.
0-1.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball.
That's inside and low.
Count
It's a
1
ball and
and
2
2.
strikes. And it's fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. Line drive base hit.
And that's a base hit right there on a hanging 2-strike changeup. And that's one we like to call a hanger right there. You see it high, you let it fly. Nice job by the offensive player.
Here's Jock Peterson now. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Count 2-1.
Wave and a miss at the 2-0 sinker, 2-1. Three and 1 to the Cubs left fielder.
1 strike.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Baez gets his lead at first, nobody out. And another foul ball. The next 3-2. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Fielded cleanly. 1 there. On to first, and they get the double play.
Made him throw a lot of pitches in that at bat, but he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
Bases are empty here with 2 away. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. And now the first pitch. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Cubs are down quietly. They're on the short end of a 1-0. Digging in next will be Starling Marte. He's tasked with starting the Marlins 6th. Now the first pitch. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Up next to the Marlins, the catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Stepping in once again is Jorge Alfaro. He bounced out last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. The 1-1 home. Pops this one up. And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the 6th.
The right fielder, number 14, Adam Duvall.
Ready now for the Marlins, Adam Duvall. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. First offering.
Hey! It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
And they go away here. It's a cold strike. 0-2.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
One ball.
It's 1-2. Now a high fly ball headed for the corner in left. It has the distance, and he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball.
Just not able to let that breaking ball travel enough right there. You could see his eyes light up when that popped out of the pitcher's hands, and he just hooked it foul.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. So we'll go at least 1 at-bat deeper into the top of the 6th after that 2-out success.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
In now, Brian Anderson.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 0-1 pitch.
Pull, that's inside.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
At the plate now, Garrett Cooper.
1-0.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Can't let your guard down in the box. I don't care how great a hitter you are up there. You have to find a way to stay aggressive within the zone, knowing full well he's probably working around you.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Anderson at second with 2 down. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Rizzo able to make the catch, and the inning is over. But a run will score in the inning on the... Eric Sogard is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Aaron. No dog.
Here's the first pitch to him. He'll enter play at 313. 4 home runs and 17 RBIs. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So 1 gone now as you take a look there at the standings in the National League East, and you see where the Marlins find themselves entering play today. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Matt Duffy, 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. Here it comes. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. One out, nobody on. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Lined is short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch of the AB now. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
And he fouls this one off. Inside corner, called a strike 1 and 2.
Hey, we have to commend them right here. 1 out away from grinded through 6 strong innings against one of the better lineups in the game.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down 2-0. Brandon Workman is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 45, Brandon Workman.
So now to the plate, Jesus Sanchez. He flew out in his last AB.
Jesus Sanchez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Little chopper back to the mound. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, the shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Next to hit, Miguel Rojas. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. Pitch on the way.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. It's the outside corner, strike 1. And he misses 2-1. 3-1 to the Marlins middle infielder.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. There's ball 4.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Sandy Alcantara. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball here, 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. To second for 1 on the Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Stepping in now, John Birdie. As he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the 0-1. Bouncer up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Now back, the center fielder.
Digging in next, Starling Marte. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Alcantara on second. Birdie on at first with 2 down. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-0 game.
Yeah, nowadays the number crunchers would call that a high leverage at bat. Not exactly sure what that means, but what I do know is they just doubled their lead, so he clutched up big time right there.
At the plate, Jorge Alfaro, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 on its way. Behind 0-2 now.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
0-2 count, and the pitch fouled off. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Marlins 4 and the Cubs nothing. Last half of the 7th here, and into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant.
Offense just needs to find a way to get that pass the baton mentality. Starts 1 at-bat at a time. I know they need base runners clearly. Maybe if they could get a few guys on the pillow, someone can bop one and get them back in this.
And quickly, there's 1 down to lead off the frame. Digging in, the switch hitter, Ian Happ, struck out in his last trip to the plate. First pitch of the AB on its way. Oh, that liner drilled the pitcher right on the mound. Throw gets him, so they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. Now to bat, Anthony Rizzo. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
The windup and the 0-1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is a sinker that misses for a ball.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
All even now, 2-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate, good command of the off-speed pitches, very little traffic on the...
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. Cubs are down in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Robert Stock has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 89, Robert.
And now Adam Duvall for his career in this matchup. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1.
Adam Duvall.
Now the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. The 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Standing in now, Brian Anderson. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Now the pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
Next, it'll be Garrett Cooper. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trick.
That will have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Anthony Bass is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 52, Anthony Bass.
And now in the box, Javier Baez singled in his last at-bat.
The shortstop, Javier Baez.
And now the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball one.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that two-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
The 1-0.
Ball, that's it.
Drilled right back up the middle. And this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
So next to bat will be the left-handed hitting Jock Peterson as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Baez on at first, nobody out. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. The classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball one. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike one. And it's fouled away. Runner at first here, one man out. 2-2 to the Cubs catcher. Here now the 2-2. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike three. David Bodie will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 13, David Bodie.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
A runner on first with two away.
Ball two.
And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Can't waste getting the leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 1 left for the Cubs. They're down 4-0. Rex Brothers enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Stepping up is Jesus Sanchez. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pitch on the way. pops this one up.
Brings it in, standing inside the coach's box for out number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Next, it'll be Miguel Rojas. And the pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. One out, nobody on. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Hey. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half. Swinging a soft liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, D-roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Jesus Aguilar will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for the Marlins, number 24, Jesus Aguilar.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Line to the right side. They'll just get the one out here as the runner will get back safely at first.
Love that play right there. I don't care what position you're at. That ball gets roasted at you. It takes some serious hand-eye coordination and some quick reaction time to be able to make that catch.
So now to the plate, John Verdi, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. One and one to the Marlins leadoff hitter.
Look out, 1-1.
Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. Rojas, the runner at first with 2 gone. In there, 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Happ will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Marlins leave 1, but they're in front 4-0. Dylan Floro, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Number 36, Dylan Floro.
Now it'll be Matt Duffy. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
And now the first pitch.
Nope, outside.
Floro has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
A ball and a strike now. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Here's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher. And he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Hey, Matty B, you know when you've got really good stuff, you look down at that strikeout total. Double-digit strikeouts in this one. He had swing and miss stuff right from the beginning.
Into the box now, Jason Hayward. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit out towards second. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Up next to the Cubs, the third baseman,
Here's Chris Bryant now. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's set. Here it comes. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
All you can ask as an offense is to try and get that tying run in the batter's box. They've started out nicely right here. They've gotten 2 runners on. They're down 4. Grand slam is still in play. Let's see if they continue this nice offensive approach.
Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Ian Happ. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. First pitch of the AB now. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Well, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out. We're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Rizzo.
Plate now, Anthony Rizzo. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Marlins come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. 4-0 the score this afternoon. The Fish led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Sandy Alcantara earns his 8th victory of the season, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Trevor Williams pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
For the Cubs, no runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 38 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
Inside the show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
A very happy Father's Day to all you dads out there from us at Inside the Show. Here's what happened around the league on Saturday. Looking first at the NL East, Sandy Alcantara earned the victory while striking out 11 as the Marlins grabbed one from the Cubs, 4-0. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Braves sent 3 balls into the seats as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds, 4-2. Pete Alonso had a big fly with 5 driven in, leading the Mets past the Nationals 6-3. He is among the National League leaders in home runs. The Phillies starting pitcher, number 31, was victorious for the 5th time this season, helping the Phillies take care of the Giants 4-3. Mitch Keller collected win number 2 on the year, helping the Pirates get past the Indians 3-0. The Los Angeles Dodgers racked up 11 hits as a team as they got a road win against Arizona 5-1. The Brewers allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 5-4. The Cincinnati Reds pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 4-0. The win was their 6th straight as a team. The A's grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 8-5. The Toronto Blue Jays put together 10 total hits as they beat the O's in Baltimore 5-4. J.D. Martinez had 3 hits in the contest, leading the Red Sox over Kansas City 4-3. The Astros combined to allow only 4 hits as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 3-0. They now have 5 straight wins. The Tigers totaled 11 hits as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 5-3. Rich Hill grabbed win number 6 on the year as the Rays defeated the Mariners 5-1. The Minnesota Twins had 12 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 4-3. So that's all we've got for our Father's Day edition. Hopefully you're headed to the ballpark with Dad or at least going out to have a catch with the old man. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.